said, hey, what are we doing for black people? What are we doing for our own people? At the end of the day, we continue to set our standards on white parenting. Let me unpack that. White parenting says that, oh, I have to live in this neighborhood because I'll be successful. I got to go to this prestigious university. I'll be looked at successful. We have to break away from white parenting. We got to be able to define success for our own self. As I say, I'm successful not because of the salary I make, what I drive, or neighborhood. It's because the statistic says I should never made it past 16. Then another statistic says I should never made it past 25. So I'm successful in that already. So we got to begin to define success in our own terms to break away from white parenting. I think everybody begin to talk about economics, stability, and creating co-ops. That's be the only way we're going to make it. Brother Patrick hit the nail on the head. So they are creating a collaborative of all types of farmers. I would push it even further to say we don't have to look for markets. Let's build our own supermarket in the town so that we can supply our own people. But we have to change the mindset of our own people to understand that when you shop with us, that dollar goes right back to the community. It doesn't come from this Kroger's and get shipped all the way off to Ohio, and none of the money comes back for education, infrastructure, utility bills, or whatever. And plus, some of that stuff got all kinds of additives in it, preservatives, antibiotics, steroids. That's why we're having these health disease problems, because we're not accessible to that. But I just like to applaud everybody that came, and I just want to speak to a certain thing that's happening here in Memphis, Tennessee. In the last 11 months, we have risen 15% higher for the poverty rate. That's 2.5 times higher than the national average. We're sitting up under administration with Jim Strickland that says, I don't care about black and brown people at the end of the day. This city is 70% black, but we allow 12% whites to run us ragged every day. And the reason why we allow them to happen, because we do not get out and vote. 88,000 people voted in the mayoral election. Out of 650,000 people, 88,000 people voted. That says to the power structure and capitalism that says we don't even care about our own future. We don't care about our children. We don't care about our neighborhoods. Keep doing what you're doing. Pan the camera over here. Look what's going on. They are killing us. And we're helping them kill us day in and day out because we will not vote. We have bought into the system to say that my vote don't count. That's what the white man told you. Your vote does count. Your vote is your power. Your vote is your voice. To go to the poll and say, look, I choose this candidate. Because we see in the last 4 years, Strickland said, I'm gonna build up. And since he built up, crime rate has risen. Our brother spoke about that. And he understands that he's locking us in, us as black people. These are saturated communities that they're doing this systemically. They said, we're gonna gentrify your neighborhood. First and foremost, I'm gonna pull the Kroger's out. I'm gonna pull out all the healthy foods. Number one, why do they do that? Because that is your lifeline. If you have no access to fresh fruits and vegetables, no access to sustainable foods, you have no way to think, you have no energy. Now we got children locked inside of classrooms, frustrated, dealing with ADHD, and they have behavior issues. Why? Lack of nutrition. That is food apartheid. Then they fill us up with food swamps, corner stores, locked in with fried chicken, fried corn, fried okra, fried potatoes. Everything is brown. That's locking your heart up, locking your arteries up, and it's nutritionally dense. That means that after I use the bathroom, I'm hungry in 20 minutes. Go to McDonald's, they have 45 unhealthy options and one healthy option. What is that saying? They're saying that we don't want you to grow. And the reason why they don't want you to grow is because they got to knock out the competition. They said it earlier, I couldn't kill your spirit over 400, 500 years. So if I could take away your nutrition, I could kill you that way. We have to begin to take notice of what's going on, take control of our own destiny, stop allowing these corporations to come in and rape, rob, and pillage our communities. We need co-op grocery stores. We need to get with local farmers, local growers, the ones that have our interests at best hand. Let's stop going out to these other Collierville, Germantown, Whole Foods. You cannot afford that food. I am talking about not just accessible great food, I'm talking about affordable foods. We're talking about right here in this little part of the ghetto, we need to have an urban farm, not a community garden. Community garden feed 5 people. We need an urban farm that says we're producing everything we need right here in this community, and then when we distribute it, it's not coming from California, because that raises the price. I gotta pay for the gas, I gotta pay for the truck driver, I gotta pay for the delivery guy, I gotta pay for the stocker, I gotta pay for the cashier. Shut that down. We need to take our future back, and the way to do it is through black economics, black unity, and black pride at the end of the day. Because what we're doing right now, we're constantly feeding the white monster day in and day out. At the end of the day, we have to shut that down. We need to stop following white parenting. And let me talk to my brothers and sisters that's sitting on Section 8, welfare, health and benefits, and the rest of it. That is white parenting. When they tell you I give you a Section 8 voucher to keep the man out of the house and let me be the daddy, and then I'm gonna still get the money from him from juvenile court, and juvenile court knows this. 85% of child molestation, abuse, whether it's physical, mental, or verbal abuse, happen in the woman's home that has full custody. But more specifically, they know 95% of those children without a father in the home is going to have a felony by the time they're 17. What I'm trying to say. They're doing this systemically and systematically to say I'm feeding this prison industrial system. And they're using you to say, give me an $800 voucher to keep you locked into a ghetto with no hopes and no dreams. And we have to let that go.
That's right.
And we have to get away from that white parenting. We got to get away from child support, juvenile court. You lay down with her, you lay down with him, figure that crap out. When you go to juvenile court, it's 150 of us in there, not one white person.
Right.
Why? Because white daddy said, bring him down here. And then they take his check, he ain't got a job, now he got to sell dope. You're pushing him into the corner, and we got to shut it down.
Steve Bradley,
yes.
Are you interested in forming a committee, and what would be the name of your committee?
I am not forming not another committee.
Okay.
I'm going to work with everybody out here that's already got something. Okay. We got too many committees already.
Okay.
I want to work with every individual that's out here, and I am big enough to shrink and listen.
Well,
learn
we don't want you to shrink too low now.
I ain't shrinking too low. My mouth too big for that.
Don't get too low.
But what I mean by shrinking is that far too